This is Key with the T. Today we talk about Toya Johnson, formerly Toya Johnson Russian, formerly known as Toya Carter and Toya Wright. She was married to the rapper, best known as Lil Wayne, Memphis Wright, and now Robert Rushing. She is a television personality, an entrepreneur, and the girl is just bad, okay? But we talk about her today and what happened on her interview with Carlos King. Let's hear about it.
I deserve better. Now I have a daughter. I can't watch I could have still today been in that situation and can be if I wanted to. Huh. Okay.
Toya. Boy, I swear, man. Some shit just don't change. It really don't. So, Toya, you got on here knowing that you married to that man, Red, and tried to flex the fact that if you wanted to be with Lil Wayne, you still could. Being with Lil Wayne was never the issue. That was not your struggle. The struggle was keeping him to be faithful to you, which you couldn't obtain. You admitted on this interview. You know what? Let's watch the rest of it.
You left Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
You left him.
Even though I got cheated on a million times.
You got cheated on?
So now we have to back up. Now we have to talk about her early life. She met Wayne when she was 14 years old and Wayne was 15. She had her first child, which was Regine, at the age of 15, and her and Wayne married at the age of 21. So let that be known that yes, they were young, in love, and a lot of things went on because they were really young. Come on, Wayne was 15 when he had his first child. So, 16, I'm sorry, when he had Regine. So, yes, she did go through a lot, but they were babies. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the rest of her fans and what they had to say about what she had to say.
Toya was not wrong for saying that if she wanted to be in that situation, she would be. Y'all be acting like y'all don't be flattered that y'all walked away from y'all ex, but if y'all wanted that, y'all can have that. Like, y'all are so annoying and y'all like to make a problem out of nothing. Her husband loves her. She loves her husband. She has a great relationship with her child's father. And that's it. End of story. Y'all need to really become famous if y'all feel like y'all have interview etiquette. Like, if y'all feel like y'all know how to answer questions the right way, then I need to see y'all in those interviews. Other than that, y'all could go ahead and shut your mouths. Toya was not wrong, and please stop mixing up that lady words. And Regine, you need to come on here and defend your mama like you always do. But I know it's only a matter of time before Regine get on here and start clearing shit up. Because she don't play about her mama, and I like that. Period.
And before Regine cleared up, I want to clear this up. When Wayne did an interview and he reminisced about his time that he had with his ex, LaToya, when he was in a relationship, and he stated how great it was and how he's so glad that his daughter had his ex-wife's beauty. So let's go ahead to the next person to see what they have to say.
Toya, you were supposed to go on that interview and talk about y'all show. A little segment where y'all started getting off topic, talking about Wayne, which was a relationship from 30 years ago? You could have skipped by that. You could have skipped by that all the way. Because Carlos asked you if, God forbid, you and Red was supposed to get divorced, would you go back? Wayne would take you back or something like that. Something along the sorts. And the way she was skinning and grinning, if I was Red, I would have had my bags packed by end of day after that interview. Because, girl, what? Toya. And then before that, she had came out and said, she was like, I could have still been in that situation if I wanted to. You bragging? Hey, that little whole segment, y'all could have clipped that. Y'all could have had that one. Because that was very, very messy. That's why when people go on interviews and podcasts and stuff, they doing all this darn talking. They talk too darn much. He's talking too much. You should have went on there and talked about that show. That show ain't got nothing to do with that man.
Carlos sat there in that interview with that married woman being messy and going, but like, why would you ask her that? Carlos sat in that interview with Toya and asked her something like, if Lil Wayne said he wanted you back, could you get him back? Something like that. Toya sitting there dancing in her seat, smirking and going to flip her head like, if I wanted him back, I could get him back. Like, first of all, Toya, your answer should have been, I'm married. Like, y'all daughter is full blown grown. Like, that was a weird question to ask, especially with Lil Wayne having so many baby mothers after her. And then they've been broke up for so long. Like, Carlos, why would you ask her that? And then, Toya, why would you engage in that conversation? Like, that was just so weird. Like, let Red would have been in an interview and he say, oh, even if his ex ain't popping, like, let him answer that and say, if she wants you back, and she gets you back, and she do that little head flip. Whatever. I just went off because Toya just made me mad. Like, girl, what?
Now, y'all bugging on Toya. She was just saying, matter of fact, she was just answering questions. He asked her that, yes, her baby daddy Wayne still want her. Yes, she could still be with him if she wanted to. She wasn't saying that to disrespect her husband. He said if you and such Red got a divorce, you know, could that be a possibility? Whatever. He even said like that, but y'all get off of Toya. She was not trying to be disrespectful to her husband. She was just saying, yes, if this wasn't the case, then yeah, my baby daddy still want me. Y'all all do.
Well, with y'all doing all that gumbo pot, putting it in and stirring up the mess, let me drop what the real tea is. Check it out. While all y'all stirring up the gumbo pot, this is the real tea. Mr. Russian said, Toya, this is the day right here. After you lost your brothers, you were a wreck. We had dinner with your dad. And when y'all were really started to repair all y'all issues and you were full of emotions, I told you I am here and I got you. This is years ago, and baby, nothing has changed. And that's that tea. With all that gumbo pot stirring, that's the tea. And with that being said, I'll see y'all on the next video. Peace.